Hey there, it's Dr. Crypto here. So, Bloody Monday was yesterday. It started bleeding. But it's starting to feel like a little bit that the bleeding is slowly stopping. I can't be 100% sure on that, but that's what I'm getting the feeling of. But I'm also getting the feel of Twitter, X, whatever you call it. All I'm seeing, Bitcoin's going down to 20, Bitcoin's going down to 15, Bitcoin's going down to 0. You're starting to see a lot of negativity starting to come out in social media at the moment, you know. But at the end of the day, if you're looking at 5-minute charts or 1-minute charts, you're seeing these big red candles. You know, for me, I'm a long-term holder. You know, I've been holding through this bear market, through the lows, and waiting for this bull market to really kick in and waiting for those parabolic moves. That's what I've been doing. I've been DCAing because don't forget, in the moment, we are like pre-halving. So for me, this is the time where I will DCA even more. We've been getting these red candles. So why a lot of the retail are getting scared? Because a lot of them who have come in, gone and bought at the top of the ETF hype, and now they're starting to see a bit of red, a bit of negativity on their portfolios. But, you know, for me, I'm still up on my portfolios because I bought down, I was buying in the bear market. I bought when Bitcoin was hitting at 15,000, and a few weeks back when the alts were really bleeding. I'm buying from yesterday as well. I bought some more yesterday. I'm taking little nibbles at the moment. I'm not saying that, you know, crypto's not going to go down any further. Sure, it could, but I'm just nibbling away at the moment because at the end of the day, none of us, it doesn't matter who you are, nobody knows where the bottom is. All we know right now, today, this is the bottom. And we've hit it. And we're starting to make a way up. You know, because at the end of the day, you've got to bear in mind, the data's showing the whales are accumulating while the retail, the small people are getting scared and selling. The whales are buying. Like I said, if you're here for the long term, you've got to zoom out, look at the bigger picture, zoom out. Don't look at the 1-minute charts, don't look at the 5, and even don't look at the 1-hour chart. Just zoom out. Look at, like I do, the daily, the weekly, and the monthly. That's what I do. Because at the moment, what you're starting to see is, and it wasn't that long ago when we were up at the greed last month at 73. We're now at neutral. We were yesterday at 50. And you can see it gradually coming down. And I won't be surprised tomorrow that we're going to get where we're starting to get slightly more fearful because you're starting to see the sentiment happening in social media that people are starting to get worried. And also you start to see the negativity coming out in people as well because they're getting angry. So all these people, all the tourists who have come in are starting to get angry because they're down. Or they thought, well, I could go leverage trading. I'll leverage trading. I'm going to be a millionaire overnight. And they don't end up doing it. They end up getting manipulated, caught out, and now they're at a loss. Or they've been stopped out totally or liquidated. You know, so, but for us who are DCAing in, where before the tourists come in, DCAing in, when it was the lows, we're all in profit. I was buying like CRO at 5 cents. I was buying Vulcan Forge at 2 pence, at $2, I mean. You know, at those kind of prices. You know, so for me, I'm sitting back. I'm starting to, like I say, nibble away a little bit. So we can see here, you know, neutral. And then you're starting to get Jim Cramer again. So I mentioned yesterday, Jim Cramer, Bitcoin, tough out. But now we said on the 23rd, now the Bitcoin is down 20% from its high. Expect a strong stand to be made, but it won't hold because not enough money is coming in. New theme number go down. So you know what that means? Generally, that means we're going to head up. And also, before I start, give us a like, give us a subscribe, and give us a thumbs up. If you don't like what I'm doing, give us a thumbs down. It all helps out with the algorithm. But I just want to point this out. We've seen Jim Cramer coming out of this. But what we've started to see is we've started to get, this is from Yacht, we've started to see the numbers, a lot of selling pressure is happening. But yesterday, it lightened up. And that's what I meant. The bleeding seemed to be slowing down a little bit. And now we're starting to turn slightly green. Now, today obviously could be a different story, all we know. But at the moment, it's starting to ease up a little bit, which is a good sign. So the market is starting to show a sign of a local bottom. Nice. That's what they're saying. Obviously, things can change very rapidly, especially in the cryptocurrency, crypto world. But we can see here at the moment, as of today, We've got Pulse X, which is up 16.93, Sui 15.96, Say 11.42. So there is things up. So actually, as of today, Beam is up 6.77. CRO is up 4.86. So we are starting to get a bit of green. If we go down to the hourly, again, we're looking fairly green at the moment. Yesterday, it was just a sea of red. But, but we can look at here. This is, like I said, for me, when you get these red days, it's like accumulation period, and it's accumulating. We're getting very closely to buy, get in there and start buying. But we're in the moment, we're just gradually nibbling away at those accumulation areas at this point in time. But like I said, you can see here, Bitcoin currently is standing at 39,919. But, on the charts, I say, look, you can look at the 15. We're on the 15. I know I said look at the daily, but look at the 15. We're just on this trend line here. So we're trying to break through this trend, which has been going on the way down to the downside. So hopefully we're trying to break out. But, like I said, I look on the daily. We're coming up to a bit of support. We're oversold. And like you said, if you look at the weekly, at the moment, we're coming down to oversold, which is a good sign. We needed this. Actually, if we could get down further to 38 to 37,000, we will bottom out on the weekly, which is a really, really good sign. And, we can look at what's happening is we're carrying on the weekly. We're still on that trend line. We're still on the trend up. So on the lower time frames, we've been trending down. But actually, when you look at the weekly, we're actually still on trajectory, still on the way up. We're not coming down yet at all. It's still following those trend lines, and we're getting still that strong. We haven't got any sell orders or anything like that coming in. It's a strong, impulsive wave up, and that's what we want. So all I want is to maybe come down that a little bit more, get a little bit more fear in, so I can nibble away at buy DCA a little bit more, because that's what I'm seeing at the moment. Like I said, a lot of small fish is basically getting scared, and I won't be surprised tomorrow that we are into the fear, and that, because you're starting to see it on social media. But don't get feared out. Sit back. If you're here for the long term, zoom out. Look at the dailies, weeklies, and monthlies. That's all I'm saying at the moment. But looking at Cronos at the moment, so going into a bit of Cronos is taking a big dip. And as I said on the banter bubbles, look on the day, we're up about 4%. We're up about 4%. So if we it's worth going on to the banter bubbles, like crypto banter or not. This is pretty good. It gives you the hot narratives, top ecosystems. And if we just type in CRO on here, and it should bring it up. There it is. We're up at 5.25% at the moment. So, yeah, we've gone up a percent at the moment. So, yeah, CRO looking pretty good at the moment. So, but looking at Cronos, yeah, actually, on the day, we're up now 5.42%. We have had a big dip. But, again, if you've DCA'd around here, congratulations. We're on the way up. I'm not saying we're not going to come down. But also, noticeable, Lunar Crush, Crypto.com is at the top. Top X creators with greatest social impact across the entire cryptocurrency category today is Crypto.com, because the Crow Farm are strong, the Crow Farm are getting out there, and also Crypto.com are always tweeting, always keeping everybody up to date of what they are doing, which is one thing I like to see, and everybody in the crypto industry likes to see that as well. So also, we've got the Bitcoin supercharger for Bitcoin, give you 10% boost, USD 250,000 allocation, 1 week left. And at the moment, because at the moment, the Cronos chain, people have been going on about the Cronos chain, that we're down at 14. I think we were around about 9 and 10 before. So at the moment, we've got total value of about 319. But a lot of things have been taking big hits, like, Avalanche down 24%, Cardano down 22%, Cronos down 11.2%. This is on the 1 month. So we're not that far behind in terms of Sui, Base, Pulse Chain, Manta. We're not really in total value lot behind them. But the problem, what we've been finding is, and I've been noticing this as well, is that we've been basically finding that a lot of the flows and APRs have been coming down quite significantly, because You know, it's like you've been going up. We're around about that 14% or something like that, and then we've been basically coming down around about to that, what, 6%, 5%, 6% kind of way. You know, and obviously, you know, you don't want to be seeing that. You don't want to be seeing. You want to be at least holding around that 14%, because at the end of the day, you want to secure the network, but also you want people to be on there and get incentivized to come on there and stake and such like, you know. But when you start seeing it dropping, like I said here, if we go, actually, if it's more clearer here. So, like I said, if we're here at 14% and we've come down all the way around and close to that 6%, which is not great, really. That's quite a big drop from over the year down to where we are. And we want that to sort of increase. So we got like a tweet here, turning up flow on Cronos post chain. After the recent surge staking to 30% proposal, aim to increase staking ratio, fine-tune Crow incentives, AKN, adjusting the on behalf of the Crow farm delegates and validators. You know, because it says here, so at the moment you're able to vote on this. So the vote increased the flow of APR on the Cronos post chain. The validated delegation have 2 weeks to vote on adjusting the Cronos POS network parameters, aiming to increase staking ratio and Crow incentives. Because that's what we want. We don't want to be going down to 8 to 6%. We want to be staying around about 14%. Because, you know, 12, even 10, 12, 13, 14, all that kind of way. Because it's incentivized people to stake. And it's, like I said, secures the network. And that's what we want. But also, you want to be incentivized to do it. You want to put your Crow in there and earn a lot more Crow, get a lot more of the APR on it. And that's what I want, because look, at the end of the day, I'm no tech or anything like that. I'm an investor. I'm here for the money. Bottom line of it. I love what they're doing. I love what they're incentivizing. I love everything with the debit card. We've got crypto.com, the Cronos, the DeFi wallet. I love that. Because at the end of the day, it makes me more money. It DCAs for me, you know. And so in terms of this, if you want to vote for this, basically you could go to mintscan.io and you could come here and basically put your vote in. Are you up for this? So at the moment, as it stands, the yes is at 97.3%, and we've got a no's at 1.8%. So we've got 13 days remaining on here. I think it's February the 6th, 2024. You've got to left to put your vote in. So vote. For me, I'm voting yes, because at the end of the day, I want to earn more CRO. I want to be incentivized to do that. So I'm not going to get into the hard techs of it. Really, you know, to be honest with you, because, you know, I'm not a techie person and I'll end up getting crazy. But anyway, it says here, just a bit of the background. In 2020, we've seen a clear rise in CRO staking participants on the Cronos POS chain. The total amount staked has increased more than 70% from around 5 billion at the beginning of 2023 to 8.5 billion at the time of writing. The rise in staking has led to a decrease. So obviously what they're saying is, because of the more people coming in to stake, obviously this is pushing basically the APR down and that. But hopefully, you know, if everybody votes through this to increase it, you know, obviously that's going to be good for all of us. And actually, it's probably going to get more people. So it'd be interesting to see what happens on that one. I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to go too much because I'm not a tech person or anything like that. But if you want to get more into detail into this, you basically just go to blog Cronos/boss.org and just follow it, have a good read of it, see what you think. And then, like I said, I'm voting yes because I want to increase it. But like I said, overall, like with the crypto market at the moment, like I said, just zoom out and, you know, basically don't look at those lowest time frames. Just zoom out. Don't get scared out of the market. This is going to be, from making actually this video, just quickly go over, CRO is 6.44% at the moment. This is obviously probably the news, what's going on with this vote is starting to increase, to help increase this rise of CRO. But like I said, don't look at the short term. Zoom out. Look out, you know, DCA, if you've got the money, if you've got a little bit of cash on the sidelines, nibble away a little bit. I won't put all your money in I'll just nibble away a little bit because of the potential that we could drop down a little bit more. We could get a bit more manipulation down or a bit more sell pressure down. We don't know. So, like I said, for me, I'm just nibbling away a little bit now because, like I said, we've got the pre-halving. And, you know, and we know what happens after the halving. We've seen that in previous and historical bull runs. We start to get the move to the upside. So nobody knows where the top is. Nobody knows where the bottom is. For me, I'm just DCAing along happily and merrily, sitting back, seeing all the panic and just putting my head back, having a cup of coffee and chilling out. And that's what I'm doing. And that's what you should be doing. Don't get too overexposed. Don't put all your money in you're willing to lose. None of everything I say is financial advice. This is all what I am doing. So, like I said, take care out there. Let's see what happens today. Hopefully, we're starting to make the moves up. We'll see. But like I said, give us a like and subscribe. You know, it's always much appreciated. And let me know down below. What are you doing? Let me know down in the comments below. What are you doing? Are you accumulating? Or are you just staying on the sidelines? Or have you just had enough of crypto? I'm out. Let me know down in the comments below. It's always much appreciated. And I'll see you soon in the next video.